Can you solve this royal mystery that would puzzle MI5? In London, nobody knows for sure why there are two obelisks with gilt bronze pineapples on top at each end of Lambeth Bridge. These pineapples were cast in Cheltenham in the 1930s. Lambeth Bridge is a stunning steel bridge with 5 arches that was opened by King George V in 1932. An urban legend says that Lambeth Bridge is painted red to match the House of Lords' leather seats. But young pineapples can also be red too. A Lambeth Bridge was built on the site of a horse ferry owned by the Archbishop of Canterbury, where horses were loaded into boats to cross the Thames. But it wasn't just horses that crossed the river here in large flat-bottomed boats. Anyone who could afford the fee for £13 per year could cross. In 1689, King James II fled from England from a ferry at Horse Ferry and threw the royal seal into the Thames. In the 17th century, John Tradescant and his son, who were adventurous plant hunters, brought exotic plants to their house, known as the Ark in Lambeth, South London. It was they who first brought pineapples to the UK. Back then, pineapples were symbols of extreme wealth, a true status symbol. Only the very rich could afford pineapples. Consequently, pineapples were known as the king of fruits. John Tradescant and his son both held the title of head gardener to the king. As there weren't many bridges to cross the Thames in the 1600s, it is likely that their pineapples crossed the River Thames via the horse ferry from their house in Lambeth in South London to the north bank of the River Thames, and then on to Whitehall Palace, which was the home of King Charles I and later King Charles II. So I think that the pineapples on top of the obelisks at Lambeth Bridge are in tribute to the Tradescants' pineapples. What do you think? Some people think they aren't even pineapples, but pine cones, the ancient symbol for hospitality. Other people think the pine cones used in Lambeth Bridge are the Masonic symbol for the pineal gland in the brain, known as the third eye. Lambeth Bridge was opened in 1932, just 2 years after the MI5 building on Horse Ferry Road was opened. Maybe MI5 knows the answer to this secret about the pineapples? Let me know what you think.